Hello everyone, welcome to Adora Perfect Pup Co. And this is their YouTube channel, and today this is Cambria and Boomer's litter. They're F1b Cavapoos.
They are 3 weeks old today, so these puppies have completed their ENS, and we're cruising into the week where we start our sound conditioning, and we have some excitement today. They're gonna hear fireworks for the first time.
So Angie, where are these puppies at and what have they completed so far?
They have completed their preliminary program, the curriculum, which is part of their neonate period, which is 0 to 2 weeks, and they have smelled mama. And they're heading into their transitional period, which is from week 2 to week 4. During that period, we introduce pee pads, we do sound conditioning. So that happens. We're going to see today. We are. That happens only through week 3, before the fear period starts. And then at week 4, we start some mobility type work, some toys, just some of those basic trainings, food, like introducing kibble, starting the weaning process with mom, just a variety of things. The other thing is we will do their toenails today, so that'll be exciting. Their exposure will be sound, which is quite challenging for them, and it's exciting for everyone because this is the first time they've ever heard it, any kind of sound. So some things to look for when you start the sound conditioning is to watch the body, and a lot of times you might hear some squeals because it's new to them, but also you could see their body shake, which is a sign of releasing stress. The whole point of sound therapy is impressions, imprinting them for life. So we use fireworks, we do washer and dryers, do thunderstorms. It's all through Spotify or YouTube. I use all those sounds for them, but just imprinting them so they've had that exposure, but then can cradle and neutralize with their litter. So they go through that prior to their fear stage.
What are some of the comments that people always make with a puppy that have gone through something like this?
So it's always interesting because whenever we post anything showing this, I get families that they probably don't think about it in the moment, but they think about it when I present it, and they'll say, well, we just went to fireworks and our dog acted like it didn't even hear it, or we just had a huge thunderstorm and our other dog was underneath the sofa and Remy's just running around like there's nothing happening. So it's not a guarantee. It's not a guarantee at all. It just means that at this pivotal point in their life, when they're coming into life, we are imprinting them with giving the most exposure we can that's appropriate for their age level to receive it, and that's the best I can do for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Okay.
So should I trim nails or should we do fireworks? Which one? Maybe nails first,
because
the fireworks could
aggravate
it.
All
right, perfect. You ready, babe? This one wants to crawl out, so let's do this one first. This is a female. Mama's gonna probably start licking her, so I'll see if I can keep her at bay. Let me move her over here.
Come, Cambria.
There we go. So part of our conditioning is always stimulation of the pads of their feet. This is preparation for nail trimming. So the interesting part is at 10 days, I can trim them without them flailing or being uncomfortable. From week 2 to week 4, this is how it works. It's so frustrating. And then at week 5, it's like a light switch. Like they'll just sit on my lap and pop, I pop all the nails. It's pretty amazing.
I've got young children at home, and it's
amazing
how much you relate like child rearing to these puppies, and it's like a lot of them are just perfect parallels to like having young children.
0 to 8. No, this is only 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So my favorite stage in raising children was the infant stage to like year 2. I love that stage. So I think it's comparable to raising puppies. And I feel like I get to mother, but then I get to co-parent, right? So I don't have to be the primary. I can sleep at night because she's in charge.
This is Cambria. This is the mom. to these puppies. So
Right, sweet pea.
she has a really sweet temperament.
Yeah, she got a haircut this week. Yeah, she did. Yeah, it's perfect. You showed off. Yes, you did. This is a male. So our males are yellow collar, green collar, blue collar, and then we have 2 females in the litter, pink and purple.
Okay, well, do we
All
want to
right,
do the
ready for
fireworks?
fireworks?
Yeah.
Yep, let's do it. All right, sweeties. It's pretty impressive. So Cavaliers are known to be a little calmer than some of your other breeds. Oh, they're starting to wake up a little bit. Yeah, a little bit of movement. There, even to see the little paws shaking and the ears flinching, that's a reaction to sound. Even, oh. So that happens, we call that puppy popcorn when they're sleeping, but given that the sound is on, that's a reaction to sound. The eyes are even flinching a little bit. Oh, that's a big one. Usually you'll see a little ears twinge. Yep. So I've had people ask me, like if they are watching this video and they'll be like, oh, that one reacted more than this one. That is not a sign in any way that one would have more tendencies towards sound. It's just how they reacted at this stage.
Next week it might be the opposite.
Yes, right. It could all change.
At what age do like temperaments and personalities start to kind of show?
That plays for, I'll answer that question. I usually play that for 5 to 7 minutes, gotcha. And I do it 3 increments, like over a half an hour, 3 times a day, just so you know how much they get exposed to. And then tomorrow will be something different. Gotcha. You ask about temperaments, so personalities and temperaments, you'll start to see the mover in the pack, the leader. It's kind of, we'll start to rise up about 4 weeks, 4 to 5 weeks. And then you'll always see the one that's a little more bashful. It does not mean that they're fearful. It just means that they're, because you're doing a comparison in just this litter. Again, I tell families, like, don't look at the bashful one, is that he's gonna have to be fearful. That's not the case. Yeah. It's just in comparison to the litter mates, this is how his personality is, And then we temperament test around 52 days, and that gives us a scoring for placement, which is interesting. If anyone is on the fence, you know, they can look at how they score. The scoring system scores them for families with young children, retirees, active, those type. It's not as a big a deal with Cavaliers and Cavapoos because they're calmer, more mellower breed. But when you have some more active breeds, those are the temperaments tests are really valuable. And also, it is the program that's used for service work, for service dogs and therapy dogs. And so it's kind of neat to see those percentages. I like to see those. The interesting part is when you work with them as much as we do and as you handle them like we do, generally our initial gut temperament, generally those tests confirm it. So. And almost always the families that are on wait lists and select at 5 weeks, when we talk through selections with them, generally the temperament test just confirms it. Right. Almost always. Actually, another thing that's really cool about what we start at 3 weeks is our 10-step touch, where we touch their head, pull down the nose, touch their ears, like the curl on that little ear, open the mouth. We check for teeth, but this is really for the vet. It's also for like long-term training. If you need to remove something from the mouth, they need to be able to accept handling there. We reverse pet. We roll the tail. We tug on the tail. We stick them on their back. We roll on their tummy. Tap their feet. This is all grooming related. Yeah, and then return them to the heart. So as they go through, we do that all the way through 8 weeks, and then we send them home with those touch recommendations so the families can continue them at home.
Very good.
And oddly enough, whenever I'm handling any dog, I do that to them.
And these are all things, I mean, these puppies are gonna be very well-rounded and just, they're gonna come home super intelligent and not, yeah, and it's just gonna be a very well-rounded,
Look at that.
So let's quickly just do the colors and then we'll wrap this video up. And so this is a chocolate tri.
A male.
And this is a male. We have a blue merle tri that's a male. Is the red party a male? That's correct?
The red part, color green, yes.
Yes, that's a male. And then this is a blue merle party, and then blue merle tri party female as well. So these two are females, pink and purple. So. Well guys, thank you so much for tuning in to our video. We're gonna have more of these. We're gonna do one every week, updating you on these Cavapoos. And just stay tuned for more of this. We're gonna bring a lot of this educational content and updates on our puppies. So again, visit our website, AdoraPerfectPup.com, and yeah, check them out there.